Wolverines. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Down for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got room at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Grab near the marker. It's Beebe. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Looking deep down the right side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Last time these two met, Ohio State didn't just fight that team across the field. They pretty much knocked them out, stomping Michigan.
Yeah, it was a heavyweight knockout, too. They were throwing haymakers right from the opening bell. We know that Ohio State recruits at such a high caliber, and they're consistently pumping guys into the NFL. First-round talent as well. Last year's game, all of their best players, they showed up big.
And Michigan had no answer, and now does Michigan have an answer this year? Because it's another talented Buckeye team. Every year you're going to play the Buckeyes, they're going to be talented. Michigan has to make the game physical. Michigan has to play their brand of football if they want to change the outcome.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than these late season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries, too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right. And both of these teams have been on a collision course all year long. We knew that this game was going to matter a lot, so you know the intensity is going to be off the charts.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Feeling, going for it all. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to make...
Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. But jet sweep pass. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time. He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. He leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Wolverines are on the move. Takes the handoff. It's ball. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Running with power. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Florida Atlantic. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Buckeyes roll that offense back take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Corner's going to give them room. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the 1st round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a 1st rounder in the future.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The aerial assault continues. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Going to try to get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, and you can tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the 1st down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody, took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the 1st down.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled.
Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball. So,
you've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Trying to convert this 2nd and short. pre-snap motion in the backfield. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. Connection to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Hard-hitting tackle. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Using his legs to buy some time. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, You got the offense right where you are.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in his booth, David, if I were allowed to have to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Buckeyes get the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. He leaves it with his back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will give them the lead.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now they're going to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Offense facing 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Michigan 10.
And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Wolverines are on the move. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. On target. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job. Understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time. Or, for us, green light. Go for it.
The give to the big fullback. Tackled, but he has a first down. No hesitation on that call and no reason not to go for it on 4th and inches.
We're bigger than you, we're tougher than you, we're stronger than you, and we're going to get a push, and they did it right there.
The give on the inside. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
He'll do it himself. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on 4th.
And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. He'll set up to throw. Slips a tackle. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 40. Running toward the tape. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Oh, look out. The ball's free. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, the coach is going to absolutely give him an earful. You have to understand situation in the game. I got a chance to go up by 2.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Still looking on the move. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's on target and complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the...
He'll take a shot. And the pass hits. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go up and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.
That's big GG sport. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, boy, that was a battle.
Each side takes every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, when you win...
You got some dogs.
To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of...
That one joint when you got the ball and threw it deep, and he was by himself. If you pass lead that in a little bit, I'm not catching you. I was like, oh shit, I was like, it goes to the sideline. And I seen the animation, I'm like, all right, it's going to give me time to catch up.